What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon with Mossarium, and today we're going to be building a simple little rack for aquariums or building or growing moss and other aquatic plants on. It's a simple little build. We're just using some cinder blocks and 2x6 pieces of lumber at any length that you desire for your rack. So let's get started. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I already have 2 or 4 cinder blocks on the floor here, and they are 16 inches in length, 8 inches tall, and 6 inches wide. I chose that just because it fits my space a little bit better. I'm pretty limited in space here, so I'm gonna get creative on this channel and trying to fit everything in here for you guys. But here's my lumber here. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it is 2 inches thick by 6 inches wide, and mine are 4 feet long. I did go ahead and stain this just because I like the color. Obviously, you don't have to do that. I just took the extra step to do that because I like how it looks. So the first thing we're gonna do is just simply place the lumber on the cinder blocks. Now this will fit three 6-inch wide pieces of lumber. I'm just doing 2 because I'm not putting a lot of weight on here. I'm simply growing moss and other aquatic plants in this area. So there's going to be some LED lights and things like that. Now it should be said, if you want to, you can put some kind of construction adhesive between the cinder blocks if you feel safe. But I found that just these stacked together, there's enough friction and weight on each cinder block that it really doesn't matter. It's not just going to topple over. Now, if you have children or pets that are wild and they're running into it, I would definitely put some adhesive on there, something to make sure that it doesn't fall and topple over, because again, that's going to be a huge mess. Anyways, so got our first piece of lumber on there. Now we're going to put our second one. And there is going to be a small little gap here. We'll do a close-up here in a second. I just don't have the best tripod right now, so you know, as soon as this is built, we'll kind of get in there and show you everything. So now that that's on there, all that we're simply going to do is put on our second layer of cinder blocks. There we go. Try to make sure this is all lined up properly. And that piece of wood is not lined up properly. Now I will say, obviously, that is very important here. You want this to be lined up so nothing's toppling over. Boom. Boom. In. All right. And just from this little experience, so I don't have a truck. So if you do, I would probably, and if you have a saw, I would just buy like 10-foot pieces and cut them yourself, because these are supposed to be 4 foot long, but they're definitely not as long as the other ones I got. So I am having a little bit trouble here fitting everything properly, but that's going to be okay. Again, we're not putting a lot of weight on here. I'm just going to put these top pieces in a little bit so that it looks a little bit more symmetrical, and we are going to lose some interior space, but that's okay. And yeah, so we're gonna do 2 cinder blocks high on this side, just so that we can fit more in there when we desire. It is a little bit messy. Okay, so now that we got our second row up, Let's add our other pieces of lumber. Okay, so that is basically the rack. Let me take you guys a little bit closer here. So as you can see, we got the 2 stacks here, 2 stacks here, and this is where I'm going to start putting some moss containers. I'll probably build another stack up here, but not as tall, just maybe 1 cinder block high, so that we can have some lights here, and it's not getting too tall in my closet. I mean, this is in a closet here, so this is the container I'm going to be growing the moss in. So you can see there, it should be wide enough to where I have LED strip lights we're going to put here and on the other one, and it's going to give us a nice little profile here. And then I can also set another one of these here as well, and we can put a bunch of different mosses, do the same thing up here for some aquatic plants, and she's going to look nice and pretty and grow the plants for us. So now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add the LED lights on there, and I'll show you how that's done. So now I'm going to add the lights to the propagation shelf here. I just have these cheap LED lights I found on Amazon. I'm going to stick them under here so we can put that there, and it'll plug on in, and it'll be set to an automatic 8-hour cycle. 9-hour cycle, my apologies, 8 or 9. It's going to be right here. Since I did stain the wood, I hope these stick, otherwise I'm going to have to super glue it on there. Okay, that's looking good. Try to get these as even as possible. Okay. Now I think I said these were $15 lights, and you can definitely feel it. If you can afford something a little bit more expensive, I'd probably go for that, because these aren't waterproof. So my only worry is that when I spray my moss or plants or whatever, that this will short out or something at some point. I guess I could put a material over the lights, but I'll probably just eventually upgrade. This is just to kind of get things going. Come on. All right, I'm gonna get these hooked up now, kind of show you what it looks like, and that'll be the simple little propagation shelf. So this is kind of what I did. I have the 4 strips under this top shelf. This one wasn't really sticking on there, so I did add super glue to that one. These seem to be on there pretty good. The adhesive on the pad seems kind of iffy. Not really sure why, but now they're stuck on there pretty good, at least for now. If any more fall, I'll just super glue them. These wires are falling down, but I have no way to attach them right now. I just need to get some duct tape or something to permanently attach them. The tape I currently have isn't actually sticking to the stained wood. I'm not sure if it's still a little bit wet or what, but yeah, so that'll be a different later issue, but let's turn these on and see how they go. That was very nice. So this is nice and bright, especially for being $13 LEDs. So down here I'm going to put some moss, maybe some more moss. I'm not really sure I'm going to set it up yet. I could put some more lights down here, put another rack up there, and just kind of turn it into a multi-level plant propagation station, but we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm going to start here, see how it works out, and I'll expand it from there. And of course you guys will be getting updates on all of this, on how it goes, the plants that I'm growing, tutorials on how to grow these plants, etc. Alright, see you guys next time.